just gotta see. Now we're just gonna see if it's working.
I gotta wash my mouth this time.
Yeah, it's working.
Can you believe
Hello,
it's
everybody.
finally worked?
Wait, can they hear you?
Probably. Testing. 3, 2, 1. Can you hear me?
Shut up! Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, they can hear you really good.
Anyway, hello, everybody. Back to another live stream. I know I made a video a while ago saying that I quit YouTube, but this right here will be my last stream ever. Ever. So yeah, and Ben's here too. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you like this live stream, make sure you get a big thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get into this live stream. And you're gonna sit in it.
Yep. Here I am. A minute right now.
Let's go. 3 people are watching already. That's crazy.
God.
Tell
Watch
me
this
if
be
people.
like your biggest live stream yet.
Tell me if people have. Tell me if people join. Like, comment.
Alright, I will.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I have
What
a
could it
feeling this
mean?
might be your. Just
Stanley
imagine
decided
this
to go
being
to
your
the
biggest
meeting room.
stream.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The odds.
Okay, here we go. New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Here we go.
Alright, I typed in the chat. That was me. I said it's been a hella journey streaming with you, my guy. That was me that said that in the chat. Yeah, man.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever,
what's the ending you're
the
going to try to
Stanley
get, or
Parable
somehow
2.
find out? Because that game is all types of
Yes, you see,
tricks.
isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Here comes the parts.
Go on, try out some of the new features. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Hold on now, because it said white before, now I want to say blue.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
I guess it's whatever you pick.
No, I've made my decision, we're moving
New, free new, plus easy trope, oh god.
Bro, my character is hot. I'm not playing it. I mean, I'm...
Bro, wait. Pull that... Oh, this is the one that doesn't work.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
It's just one person watching, man, which is me.
Yep.
So, how long are you going to plan on streaming?
What else?
Or
What
what's your
other
kind of goal
exhibits
for
haven't we
tonight?
seen
I don't
yet?
know.
For your last ever stream?
I
I'm
don't know.
naked!
You know what?
What?
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait.
Am I
You
too?
already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Cool.
well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Time to go get the bucket. We're going to the infinite hole.
I killed the bucket.
Bro, what?
I don't even know how I did either.
How do you
Like,
kill a bucket?
I killed it. I stabbed it to death.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly
Yeah.
fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is,
I'm
in
gonna change
fact,
my
a hole
clothes.
that you can
Hi,
fall down
Bernico.
forever.
You put
End
Kiki
of
beans in
time,
here.
if you like.
Not
A
really.
stunning leap forward for
But
video
In what?
games. You see, isn't it
in this
wonderful?
game I'm playing.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then,
Oh.
since you've gotten
Should
to
I
see
go
the
for a
infinite
schoolgirl type, or
hole,
should I
you
go
can
for a
press the
slutty?
teleport button
I
to
don't
pop
know.
back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh.
Now, I don't mean to be a
I like
bummer, but I
it
do
this
recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well,
What am I
that
looking
sort
at?
of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and
I
you're
can't get
so
into games
clever.
anymore like I
Look,
used to.
I think the
Like, I
issue
don't know
here
why.
is just that you're
I
unusually
play games for a
fascinated by
few minutes.
falling. What
I'm
normal
like, this
person
game
actually
isn't
wants
fun
to fall
anymore.
infinitely?
Like, I just,
I
Just
I
the
figured
don't
the
know.
two
hole
of
was as
us,
deep
we
as
can
anyone
make.
would actually need. Don't you put this
Wait,
on
ain't this the
me.
song?
Maybe you're the problem.
Just the two
What? What's up?
Look,
Look,
things got a
look
little
what I'm looking
heated
at.
there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we
Just
just
the
put all this
two of us.
behind us and
We
agree
can
to
make
just
it
call
if
the
we
whole
try.
mostly
Wait,
It
infinite?
is.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press
every
the
pause
teleport
button
button
is a
to warp
Roman
up to the
numeral
top of
two.
the hole and we can move on.
What?
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
That's interesting. I'm playing the same game, man.
Great. Now, I'm very oh, for heaven. You see, I was right.
What
The
game?
problem is
Oh,
you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
So,
Not
you know,
normal.
like,
A normal
you,
person would have said,
so,
yep,
have you
that's
done
an
the
infinite
epilogue
hole
yet?
right there. Goes
Like,
on
did it show
forever
for
till the
you,
end of
first of
time.
all?
no.
Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh,
Didn't?
no.
What?
No.
You
I
have a
did the 10
weird
years
sort of...
thing.
In
Oh.
in the epilogue did it
Did the
show for
hole
you?
seem even
No.
shorter to you this time? I
What?
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less
Oh, did you
time
find all
in
the
there than you
Stanleys?
did before. I mean,
The
admittedly,
action
I
figures?
didn't make an
Yeah,
infinite hole.
No.
I
Stanley.
didn't think it was that not
Oh, well,
infinite.
we might have to
Well, I
do that
suppose
then.
once again there's nothing
Cause
to
What,
I
you
it.
did
got
that?
If
like,
you decide you've had enough of
yeah,
the
I have
hole,
about
you
20
can
out of
hit the
6.
teleport button and
Bro,
come
what in the
join me
world?
up above.
I'm on
That enough?
Stanley Parable
I'm
5.
positively
Yep.
thrilled. Gosh,
Yep.
how could I have
Not
guessed?
2.
You're back in the hole. If this
Attack
starts to become a
on
thing where...
telephone.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the
What
hole is
the?
not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going
So
on here?
apparently, there's that
Stanley, I
glitch
have
you
no
can do where you get
explanation for the
infinite
uncertain
jumps.
nature of the hole's length. Here, let's
I
try
don't know
something.
how,
Let's
but
pop
it's
back up to the top,
something.
and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Yeah, I can just jump where he's going.
Can you believe we've already been through the first week of school?
Yep.
Like the full 6 semesters. It went by like it was nothing.
Yep.
So, how's it like having 2 classes?
Good.
Yes. I don't know how confusing this game is. Like, how confusing be making the game all these endings. Serious. What if I pick? Oh, I just controller. Oh gosh.
I'm looking at literally dogs eat food right now. I'm looking at puppies.
You are. I'm gonna search up on AliExpress Stanley. Just because I'm weird. No, I can't. There you go. These guys, I use AliExpress because it's legit.
Huh?
I was doing the stream saying I use AliExpress.
Stanley! Oh, good,
Oh
you're awake.
my
It
goodness.
seems you had
You
sort
can
of
get a
dozed
blanket
off there,
that says the bucket
drifting
on
away
it.
into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every
Employee
second of it. You don't want to
427.
miss a single moment. So how
Yeah,
about
I'm
if
gonna
I
get
just
that
pop
shirt.
in from time to time and wake you
I'm
up
gonna get a
to keep
shirt that
you
says
really,
Employee
truly focused on the
427.
hole?
Oh my goodness
From the
gracious.
looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert,
No, get the
Stanley.
bucket.
I'll be back.
Bucket.
Toodlepip.
You should have paid $12. God. Yep, it's the shirt.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features. For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, The first and most obvious answer is that they want to be
When I get money,
individually
I'm buying me a
recognized.
Stanley
Sorry, I should have clarified.
bucket
Right
shirt.
now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? Jim. See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says, but no. Jim. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away. Jim.
Wait, it says please no screenshots. What if I take a screenshot? Oh, what happened?
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too. They would appreciate what I've created here. A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than
the trophy
actually
thing worked.
redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
What are you talking about?
Can you imagine what a
You
pain
know
in the ass that would be?
the free trophy?
The bucket is the perfect solution.
You know, like how you
Come
turned it, you gotta get a free trophy and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I turned it and it worked.
How?
I don't know.
Feel it?
I don't know.
The glow of comfort, even in the face
Now
of crushing
now the
despair,
narrator
must
is going
already
crazy.
be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say
Did
that
you get a trophy like in the actual PlayStation?
Yeah, yeah, I got the actual
I think
trophy.
that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
It was test
The
trophy.
benefits of the
Please,
bucket seem
please
to go
ignore
on
this.
and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
That's actually okay. Nice.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really
But I
should
think
be
you have
an
to collect
award
all
if
the
it isn't
Stanleys.
already.
Because, like, after I did that, I was able to do more things.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with you.
My name is Jim. Yeah.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But all right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
The baby is all grown up
Okay,
and
are
gross.
you ready? Here
Huh.
it is. I give you
What is that
the
glitch?
Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement.
I don't get the action figures that show up
Yes,
at
this
the
is
bottom.
much better. I feel good about
What do you mean?
this. Here we go.
The one where it's like showing you like the Stanley thing,
Yeah.
the Stanley Parable
Who
2,
am
and
I
it's
kidding,
like
Stanley? This
it's
isn't a
like horrible
coherent
or
video
something. You
game at
can't
all.
get
It's a
down
lot
there.
of gags.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I do very much
How
enjoy
do you get that?
creating gags, but they don't
You
add
don't.
up to anything. I
Oh,
wanted more than
Yeah.
anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the
I
first
can't go
game.
back to
I
the
wanted fans to
collectible room.
love it. No matter how good these games
yeah.
are, they won't stand on their
It
own.
says
They
out of
would need
order.
the
You've
structure and the
already been
gameplay
here.
of the original. Wait,
I
maybe
literally
that's it.
can't get in there.
I can take the original
Okay.
Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I wonder, can I get up there? There's stairs. Oh, wait.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
So do you
And
think
although
if I
others
like,
might have considered it
so if I
soul-rending,
put my date
Stanley
as
relished
Tuesday
every moment that the orders
and
took
like,
in, as though he had been
I don't
made
know,
exactly for
how
this
how do I
job.
do that?
And
You just kept your PS5
was
on the whole
happy.
day.
Yeah, I do that all the time,
And
so
then one day, something very peculiar
I gotta
happened.
wait till 2.
When was
Something
the
that
last
would
time your
forever
PS5 has actually
change
been off?
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
2 days ago.
He had been at his
Bro,
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
Mine was last
order
night. I
had
turned it off last
arrived on
night
the monitor for him
when I
to
went to bed.
follow. No one had showed up to give him
Well,
instructions.
I meant it turned off. No.
All of his co-workers
Yeah.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Who's that?
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
What was my what's my office number?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very
427.
nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be
So
fine.
that wasn't an ending, that was just another way of exiting. What? Huh? Oh, by the way, something does happen. You know how like you know how that we didn't go through the office doors when we
Was
needed
the
to?
bucket under
Yeah.
the mind control
Well,
facility's
that
influence as
there's
well?
actually a way you
Had
can,
the bucket been told to do things
that's a
it
thing.
didn't wish to do?
Wait,
What
what?
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or
When
not
you
want to
when
do
you
in
do
the
that,
first place?
there's a way
These
of,
questions raced furiously in Stanley's
you'll see
feeble
whenever you
mind.
do it, whenever you get a chance to.
When you
No!
what?
Screamed into the bucket. He
You
couldn't accept it.
something
His
happens
own
when
life
you
in
do it.
someone else's
Well, I
control.
just did it and nothing
Never!
happened.
He squeezed the bucket
You didn't
tighter.
go out. You
His
didn't go
one
to the
friend
beginning.
in the entire world.
I did.
At this point, he could trust no one
No, like,
except for the bucket.
so the door didn't open.
What door?
But here was the proof.
Which
Or
door?
sad, or content.
The door next to
Walking,
427.
eating, working, all of it monitored and
I
commanded
don't
from
know.
this
I didn't
very
look.
place. And as
Oh,
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its...
have we done that ending you're doing right now
Yeah, I've done it
before?
before, but I did yes
Oh.
instead of no.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence
I'm
filled the
so
room,
curious if like there's a
lingering
way to
in
get down
uncertainty.
there. Like, you
Until
know
finally the
when
truth hit Stanley square
they
in
tell
the
you
face.
when
This building did not
the
want the bucket to
narrator
leave.
tells you to go to the office but you
Even the
don't,
facility itself recognized the
and you go to the
incredible
right door
calming
instead of the
presence
left
of the
door.
bucket. Needed
I
the
wonder if you can
soothing
get on the
warmth of
floor,
the bucket.
like the loading
Would
dock.
go to
I
any
wonder if
lengths
that's
not to
possible.
part with the bucket.
It has
What
to
right
be.
door?
No. Stanley can't leave this
Yeah,
place.
there's
Not
doors
while he
down
has
there.
such
I
a
don't know
What
precious
if
right
that's
door?
bucket in
possible.
his arms.
You
Not
know
while
when
this
you have
building has
the
anything to
choice
say
left
about
door
it.
and right door, and you go through
Stanley
the right door
realized he would never again
instead of the
leave this
left
very
door,
room.
Yeah.
But at least,
and you go to that
he has the
place with all the
bucket.
boxes, the dock,
To be trapped eternally
Yeah.
in
the storage.
darkness isn't
I
really so
wonder if there's a
bad,
way to get
Stanley
down
thought to
there.
himself. As long as I
There
have my
has to
bucket
be.
with me, right?
There's all
I'll be
doors
okay,
down
won't I?
there.
Stanley gulped.
I don't know.
Very soon now, he was
I've
about to
tried,
find out.
but I've died.
What's the whiteboard ending or whatever?
You just keep starting your game.
Like begin the game again?
Yeah, you just keep doing that until your office is different. You notice the difference. You just gotta keep doing it.
How many times do you do it?
It's a luck appearance. It's not rare, so you won't be there forever, but I don't know when you'll get it. It just depends on how your game loads.
How many times do you get it? When do you?
Like 10 times.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
What
the
the-
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
oh. That's it.
Don't go through that door. Don't go through the door. You still need to open one more door.
Stanley
Few more
lifted the
doors in
bucket
there.
into his arms, and a
Yep.
wave of comfort
Go
rushed
through what
over
door?
him.
The door, the one that you just came out of, 426. I think that's what it was. 426.
Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Ta-da!
whiteboard. Dog mode.
Yeah.
Well, what's dog mode?
Click, try to jumping or whatever. You know how you click.
Oh.
I found this ending by accident. Horribly accident.
Stanley pressed the bucket
It's like I
upon
was trying to do a
every little
speed
thing in
run,
the
and like
office.
the way of doing it
Nothing
is,
was Stanley
if you're
clutched the
lucky, you
bucket
spawn
tightly
out of
to
your
his
office,
chest and entered the door on his left.
so that saves you time.
This was
I was
not
trying to
the
do
correct
that,
way
but
to the
I
meeting
found
room.
that by
But
accident.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
Did you
employee
know
lounge
when
was
you come out of
simply
your
the
office
place
and
to
take
be.
that left? Oh. Let's see if I. What? You looking at my screen?
Yeah.
There's a phone ringing.
You can answer it, but then I've answered it before, but there's a way you
Hello.
can do it where
This
you
is a
don't
recorded
answer it.
message scheduled
Something
either
happens
by
if you don't
you
answer it,
or
which I don't
person
know
in your
what
place
happens,
of
but
work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. But, look at this. This door is open right here. Along with this door outside.
it is.
Look.
Oh yeah, I do see it. Oh dang.
But, can't open that. Can't open that. Then you go around.
There's a way that door does open. Like, I
And look.
don't.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I don't
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
understand
employee
it.
lounge first.
I don't know how to
just
get over there.
admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I haven't
And so
figured
he
this way yet.
detoured through the maintenance section,
Going
walked
down.
straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Wait, it's actually possible for you to get down on the floor to the
from
warehouse.
here, it's
It's possible.
left.
Excuse me.
Wait, what?
What? So you know
Oh,
the
no.
warehouse
No, it's to the right.
where
My
you
mistake.
can go in there? Apparently there's a way to
No,
get down to the
no,
bottom.
not the right. Why would I
actually
have
a thing.
ever said it was to the
How?
right? What
I
was
don't
I
know. It's like
thinking?
you gotta
It's
get on the
clearly...
railing
Oh dear, would
and
you
you
hold
gotta
on for a
fall
minute, please?
down and those boxes will save you. But
Now,
I don't.
let's see. We went down, right, left,
Oh, so
down,
confused.
left, right.
I'm gonna kill
Yep, yep.
myself.
Okay, okay, yes.
What?
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I died.
And you landed on the boxes?
No,
No. This isn't right at all. You're not
I
supposed to be
plunged to
here
my
yet.
death.
This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off
Oh,
track.
I'm gonna try to do what you're saying to do.
From the top.
And what's that?
To get
Oh,
to the bottom.
apparently
All of
it's a
his
secret
co-workers were
ending.
gone.
Yeah.
What could it mean?
All my
Stanley
blue...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Everything's gone.
What do you mean everything's gone?
My blue... Well, see, this door's open. Do you see what I'm looking at?
Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at another video how to do the secret ending. But I'm going to your stream now. What the? It's
See?
open.
I
What in
don't...
the world?
But then...
Huh? That's weird. That's like very weird.
I mean, you can't do anything. Whoa. Let's turn off the computer. My bucket and balloons are all gone.
Really?
Yes. I don't know what happened.
When Stanley... Wait,
Wait, what?
what?
Ben?
No, I
What?
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should
Have you
be...
gotten this?
Oh, did
Yeah, I've
something
gotten that.
change?
I haven't gotten that a
Stanley,
lot, so
did
I
you
don't know.
change anything when we were
Forgot
back in
kind
that
of what to
room with all the
expect in that.
monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wait. That's it. That's it.
Wow.
That's the back part of the office.
Oh, is it?
Oh my god. Hold on. Is it?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, you do not.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever
Oh.
progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Not. Okay. Where's
All of
my
his
balloons
co-workers
and
were
bucket?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And I can't go back in there anymore.
Oh, you can't?
Now there's
Okay,
no doors.
it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back
Excuse-
where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other
Then
direction
there's no doors.
and see if we missed anything?
No doors.
Look.
Let me get back to your stream. There's no doors. That's really funny. There's no doors.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't don't know, man. I don't know.
Aha! I knew we'd
What
miss
the?
something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay,
Oh,
let's
shoot.
head back the other way and
Wait,
retrace our steps.
something happened to the window. It went black.
What
Now
the?
this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the
Wait
story?
a minute,
I
something's
don't
off
think
here.
so. I
Something's
can't
happened.
quite
I don't know
recall,
what's
but I
going on
believe
here.
my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be
You went
doing,
perfectly
how about
well.
this?
I'll
You
be in
win!
Boy Lounge first. Yes,
I
please.
win. I
Congratulations!
win.
I know you put in a lot of hard
You
work,
win.
and it really paid off. So, good job.
One ego to
Oh,
get back
no.
to business.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Can I get my bucket back?
All right, I've got a solution.
What
What?
the?
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Oh.
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How
Okay,
simple is
okay.
that?
Look. What is this? It's
What?
open
Yeah.
now.
Huh? What's open?
It's open now. The door
See?
that I was talking
The
about.
line knows
Oh,
where the
yeah.
story is.
Whoa.
It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley,
Did you
to
do this way?
destiny.
I believe
Here's a
I
thought.
did. I
Wouldn't
think.
wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit
I
weird back
unplugged the
there.
phone.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what?
Oh,
We're
Stanley
back at the
noticed I'm a real
office?
person.
No,
Okay.
no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our
Backstack
awesome
and
new
crap.
story.
What?
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay, so I go back. Now this is where I should somehow get to
Hold
the
up, what's
loading
this?
dock. Somehow.
The
The
confusion ending.
confusion ending?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Did you get that? The
And we're supposed to
confusion
restart
ending?
the game
Yeah.
eight
I think that's my
times?
first ending. No.
That's really how all this
The
goes? It's all
the first ending I got
determined?
was like the ending
So now, according to the schedule, I
where you
restart again. Then what?
escape.
Am I
That was the
just
second
supposed to
ending I got,
forget?
I think.
Well, what if
You
I don't want to
escaped.
forget? My mind
Yeah.
goes blank
You know,
simply
when
because
you
it's written here on this
press
thing. Wall.
yes to stop the machine,
Well,
and you stop it.
consulted me.
Yeah, but
Why
you
do
don't
I get to
escape.
decide? Why don't I get a say in
Well,
all of
beat the
this?
game, I
Is it
should
really?
say. The
Yeah.
trophies anyway.
No, it can't be.
So
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I got my balloons back.
All of his co-workers were gone.
what?
Could it mean?
Stanley
decided to go to the meeting room.
I got my balloons back and my bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No.
I'm gonna do the thing you said, how to get down to the bottom.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah,
Said the
apparently
bucket.
they patched
Don't
it,
go to the meeting
but
room.
there's a
Go
glitch you
somewhere
can do,
else.
like a
The
jumping
cargo lift,
glitch.
yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Like you have
lift.
infinite jump.
Wait, I see a yellow.
I'm gonna try to do that glitch or
Wait.
whatever.
I did it.
What?
I did it.
Got to the bottom?
Yeah. I know how to do it. Hold on.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, mini stands. Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine
Oh, no,
under
no,
your
no,
belt.
not that, not there. I'm like to the bottom, to the floor.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Where does this vent go?
it's another ending, or it goes to lead somewhere to another ending. I forgot.
But Stanley
Oh.
feared that any path he
Well,
walked
I died.
might lead to the separation
Oh.
of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
You go to the new content, right? Yeah.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Stanley